So that brings us to this step. We need the programming software and the soft PLC installed on your computer. If the Codesys software is not already installed on your PC, then you will have to download from the Codesys website. The download is easy to find from the main webpage at www.codesys.com. You will find a link for a free download, and that will take you to the Codesys store where you can download software. Make note of which store you download from. Depending on where you are, there is an international store and one specific for the US, Canada, and Mexico called the Codesys Store North America. An account is required to access the download, so you will have to sign up and create an account to download the software. You get to select between a 32-bit or 64-bit version of the software. The 64-bit version is not suitable for older 32-bit PCs. You will need to know ahead of time what type of operating system is on your PC. I think Windows 11 PCs are all 64-bit. If you have an older version of Windows and you're not sure, then you need to check ahead of time. If you need to know how to check your version of Windows, there is support documentation in the resource section. Find the help document PDF included with the course, and check the section called Check Properties on your PC. Once you know 32-bit or 64, then you can go to the website to download. So let's run through that video on how to set up an account and download the software. From your browser, you can easily find Codesys.com. And here it is, www.codesys.com. That will take you to the Codesys website. See here, www.codesys.com. And here you will see a button for free download. This will take you to the Codesys store, so click on that. Now, by default, you will land on the page for the Codesys Store International. Now, this depends on where you are. I am in Canada, and there is a note for USA, Canada, and Mexico to do this from the Codesys Store North America. So I'm going to click here. And we are now on the page for the Codesys Store for North America. Based on where you are, it is important to go to the store for your location, because when you set up the account, it is for access to this particular store. And you'll want to access the correct store in the future, so you want to get this right. To set up an account for this store, I will click here where it says Sign In, and that takes us to the customer login page. From here you can log into an existing account or create a new account. We're here to create a new account. And here you have an option to create a company account or an individual account. It is likely you will be setting up an individual account. You'll have access to the same free software downloads. The difference between company and individual accounts are mostly about how you would make purchases and corporate tax stuff. So unless you are doing this for your employer or you are running a company, then create an individual account. So we will click here. So to create an account, we must fill in the fields with the red star. This begins with your first name and your last name. Your first name here, and your last name here. The next required field is your phone number. So your phone number here. Next is your street address. and your city. Your country goes here. This one is a drop-down, so I will put in my country, Canada. Then your region. It may be a state or a province. I am in Ontario. And your postal code here. Scroll down to enter your email address here. Then create a password. Repeat your password here. Then you must check all three of these to continue. This is consent to create an account, terms, conditions, and privacy. And then go ahead and create the account. So you return to the customer login screen, and there is a notification to confirm your account. So the Codesys store will have sent a confirmation message to the email address you have provided. This may look different depending on what email you're using, but I'm just going to open another tab and go to my Gmail account. So check your email, whatever email you use, and you should find the message from Codesys to confirm your account. Click on the blue button. It is the link for confirmation. And you'll return to the login screen. Now you can enter your email. And enter your password. And you have successfully created and logged into a new account. So when you log in, it should return you to the main page of the Codesys store. That is the Codesys store for North America in this example. But if it does not bring you to the main page, I want to show you this icon at the upper left. Maybe you didn't land on the main page. Maybe you're having a look around the website. I'm going to go to a different page to show you. But to return to the main page of the store, you can always click here to the upper left. When you click here, and see we are back here again, the main page of the Codesys store for my location. And this is where we want to be, because from here we can scroll down to access the download. Download for the Codesys development system. There is an option for 32 and 64-bit. This is why we check our computer operating system ahead of time. My PC is 64-bit, so we will click here. Then there is this license agreement for you to read and accept, and then the download should begin. This will look different depending on what browser you're using, and the file may download to a different folder depending on how you have your download options set up. In this example, it is simply going to the default download folder. And when the download is complete, almost there, when it's complete, you should see the file here in your selected download folder. And that is how we download the Codesys software.